This is the all-new Supermatic from Nidecker. It's already been hailed as a game changer in the world of snowboard bindings, but does it live up to the hype? Well, we've got our hands on one of the first 100 pairs in production, and we are out here in the Austrian Alps to test them out in a whole variety of conditions.
There has been a lot of anticipation surrounding these things, and it seems that every quick entry binding system manages to kick up debate, divide the masses, and polarize opinions. But these ones might just be different. Here's why. The Supermatics are the world's first universal dual entry automatic snowboard bindings. What do I mean by that? Well, these work with any snowboard boot. They can be used like a conventional two-strap binding or with Nidecker's drop-in technology. And if you opt for the latter, it is completely hands-free to get you locked in and get riding. So how does it work? Well, it's surprisingly simple, but kind of genius at the same time. The high back can fully recline all the way back like this. As it does so, it pushes the straps out from the base plate, creating the space for your boot to slide in. Once it's in position, the slip and grip plate at the front here will reduce friction as the sole of your boot slides in, while this heel cup roller will guide the back of your boot down towards this heel pedal. And this is what activates the closure of the high back and straps and secures everything in place. It actually clicks up to 3 times for complete security, but don't worry if some snow is built up in the binding or the sole of your boot. It's designed with this in mind, and it'll be totally locked in after just 1 click. And then to remove, simply press down on this lever and reverse the process. I mean, there's no denying that that is a pretty great system. It's probably going to take you a day or two to get comfortable and efficient at using the system, but once you've got it, you'll be getting in and out in absolutely no time. Find your perfect strap fit, fix it in place with the locking ratchets here, and you've got the exact same fit every time you step in. But then again, you don't have to rely on this. That's the beauty of the Supermatics. If you're in a tight spot, tricky terrain, sitting down, whatever, you can still just use these like a conventional 2-strap binding. So the system works. It's intuitive, it's secure, and you're not just limited to one mode of getting strapped in. And that is a massive plus for the Supermatics. But what about the rest of the construction and the binding's overall performance? They got a flex rating of 8 out of 10, and that's pretty stiff, but our team reckoned it was probably closer to a 7 out of 10 compared to other brands on the market. They're made with a glass-filled nylon composite base plate. The footbeds have 2 degrees of canting and an asymmetric high back which contours the back of your boot with increased support on the outside here. And the hybrid straps are designed to feel like a conventional 2-strap system, but you've got this increased coverage here over your boot. Now, even without the automatic drop-in technology, these would stand up on their own as a quality pair of performance all-mountain bindings. A couple things to keep in mind though. Naturally, the extra components used in the binding do add a little extra weight and volume to these. It's not overly noticeable, but maybe something you do want to be aware of. Similarly, the wider footprint of the base plate might ever so slightly interfere with your board's more natural flex pattern. What I will say though is that the rocker design around the edges of the base plate are designed to limit this effect. Anyway, the question everyone wants to know, is this a game changer? Well, yes and no. The Supermatics are the culmination of 4 years of tireless R&D and product testing at Nidecker, and for everyone out there who's been waiting for an automatic binding system that works with any boot and can still be used like a conventional binding, well, absolutely, your prayers are answered here. And judging from the amount of interest and pre-orders of these things, I assume there is a lot of you out there. But it's not going to be for everyone, and it doesn't need to be. We had 5 different people test these out over the course of a month. Some of them loved the Supermatics and felt like it was the kind of binding the industry had been building up to for some time. Others were a little indifferent. They liked the performance and the comfort of the binding, but found themselves using it like a conventional 2-strap for most of the day. And if that's how you're going to use it, your money is probably best spent elsewhere. They did all agree on one thing though. The Supermatics have undoubtedly shifted the needle for binding innovation. There is a lot of potential in these things, and if it's the kind of binding you've been waiting for, grab yourself a set. You'll probably never look back. Okay, that's it for the new Supermatic bindings. Let us know what you think down below in the comments. Have you got a set? Are you going to get some? Or are you giving them a wide berth? And if you want to stay up to date with more reviews of our top snowboard products of the year, make sure you subscribe to the Whitelines YouTube channel. Thanks again, and see you in the next video.